The thing is people don't necessarily have a good definition for what it means to be childlike. And I think that has a lot to do with why the question comes up so often, why people are trying to hunt for it so much. Like most things in spirituality, they sound good, but when you get down to it, they're very vague. Sometimes it applies, sometimes it doesn't apply. For example, how do you be more childlike? How do you connect with your inner child? Well, if you know anything about children, and I have a 2-year-old, so I happen to know a little bit about children, is that they are extremes. If they're angry, they're extremely angry. If they're happy, they're extremely happy. I had this moment a few months ago. I was hanging out with my child, and I was watering the garden with him, and I was staring at him, and I realized I was staring at him for 45 seconds, and I saw him. He was watering the grass, and he was laughing, and he was Dada, why? Like he's like, let's water the plants, and that's all we were doing. We were as happy as a cloud, just watering our plants. 2 minutes later, he was hella pissed because I didn't let him water the friggin' electrical outlet, you know what I mean? So when you ask a question like, how do I be more childlike? It's like, well, what exactly do you want from the childlike nature? Because the childlike nature is very bad for an adult in some cases, like having zero control over your emotions, for example. Being completely absorbed in your emotions so much that you're acting completely out of your emotions. Like, that's a terrible thing to do. There'd be way more murders in the world. There'd be way more chaos in the world if everyone acted purely out of their emotions. So the question isn't, how do I be more childlike? I guess it's not even a question at all. It's just, why don't you observe a child in a non-creepy way? So what do you appreciate about children the most? Do you appreciate the fact that they can my son is happier than I am on my best day doing nothing, making mud pies in the backyard, you know what I mean? So how do you be more childlike? It's not how do you be more childlike, it's what do you miss? What do you admire about children that you wish could resonate inside of you? What do you, or from your own childhood? Like, what did you used to do from childhood? What were your dreams and your aspirations? Like, I'm not saying do those things. Like, oh, go back to your, like, no, just a proper acknowledgement of the qualities that you love and that you see, and realize that it's not. Oh, I wish I could be more childlike. It's damn, I wish. I'm speaking on my own behalf right now. I wish I had less things going on in my life. Not always, but always. I wish I wasn't so distracted by meaningless things, or no, that was poorly said. Not distracted by meaningless things. Maybe that I was able to find pleasure in the meaningless things. So there I am. I'm caught up in the spiritual jargon, self-help jargon, where it's like, oh, get rid of the meaningless things. You need to add excitement into your life, and you need to add passion into your life, and you need to do things that get you out of bed at 4:00 in the morning with a smile on your face. And the truth is, nothing's gonna fucking get you out of bed with a smile on your face at 4 in the morning. No, I did gardening, my son. Music, this YouTube channel, like some of the things that I care about the most in my life, I'm not stoked. I like sleeping, you know what I mean? So it's not like chasing the excitement. It's not about chasing the pleasure. It's about settling the fuck down and realizing that it is possible to have the experience that you're looking for, the bliss that you're looking for in your own surroundings, if you sort of, well, I don't know. Right? You ask that question to 100 different YouTubers, you're going to get 100 different variations of a similar answer, each variation being specific to their own experience. But the truth of the matter is, is I don't know. I don't have an answer for you on that part. I don't have an answer for you on, well, how do I get satisfaction out of watering a breadseed poppy? How can I find bliss and excitement in watering a plant, in staring at a plant, and watching a plant grow? You know what I mean? I don't know. Because I'm not always stoked to work on the garden. I am for the most part. I mean, when I first thought about doing this video, it was, I can relate it to my garden. You got to do things that you love. That's the direction I wanted to go. Like, you just got to do things that you love and follow your highest excitement. And that's obviously not a bad thing. I'm not saying don't follow your excitement. I'm not saying don't follow your bliss. I'm just saying there's more than one way to skin a cat. On one hand, they say you are where you're supposed to be, and nirvana is in not thinking about God while it's not contemplating God while peeling the potato. It's simply peeling the potato, right? So that's one philosophy. That's one branch in the spiritual philosophy. Meanwhile, the branch goes out to the other side and says that you need to follow your highest excitement. Now, following your highest excitement isn't it? It's chasing something. It's chasing God. It's chasing nirvana. It's saying all these things don't make me happy, and I need to find happiness out there. And we hear that all the time, like, you can't find happiness out there. It doesn't exist. You're the only one here now that can make you happy. And again, I'm not saying that's the way. I'm not saying it's not the way. I'm saying that shit don't work all the time. Like, I'm sorry, life isn't as black and white as people would like to make it seem. Like, this is good and this is bad. Like, there are, objectively speaking, good and bad things. Like, don't get me wrong. But we got to take some consideration into what's going on at the time. So the childlike nature. I'm sorry if I didn't answer any questions. I'm sorry if I created more questions. My bad. But mostly, the point I wanted to get across was, whenever the dogs bark, it means I'm done with the video, I've noticed. So, we'll leave the video at that. We'll crank up another one. Good luck with the childlike nature. I hope something I said was able to at least spark a light bulb, because that's mostly what my videos are about. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I can give you the answers to shit and be like, this is what you have to do to reach nirvana. Like, sometimes I can, sometimes. The bigger picture I want to do is go, oh my God, Keith, you made me think of something. I had this thought last week, and this synchronistic thing happened last week, and I read this book a couple years ago, and the thing you just said right now made me think of a desire that I've wanted, and it just put all kinds of shit together. Thanks, man. Like, that's how it happens. You know what I mean? That's why you guys watch videos. That's why we read books. It's so that we can start puzzling things together that make sense, most relevant for us. And I hope I was able to do with that video. If I did, leave me a comment. Let me know how you felt. Or leave me a comment. Let me know your own take on what it's like to be a child, or why it's so difficult to have that childlike spirit, or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thanks for being here, you guys. Appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. My name's Keith, man of letters, knowledge, information, entertainment. You know how we do. I'll see you soon. All right? Thanks.